welcome back to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 103.
Mhm.
And joining me this week, we got Bruno.
Hi.
Nothing else this week, people. You've been spoiled. I don't even know where Did is. But, oh, before I forget, because I just almost forgot, there is a video version of the podcast for now. I can't promise it for the next ever, but for the past 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and this week, there is a video that can be viewed for the podcast, and it's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, it is.
Thursdays Are the
I've been
Best
putting it
Days
up.
podcast YouTube channel with our logo on it, so you should absolutely be able to find it.
And if I remember, let me double check. I think it goes to video.ttbd.com. No, not com. Not com. Dot rocks. I
Dot rocks.
think. If I remember to change the DNS records, it gets forwarded. That's where we're at, okay?
Hmm. How many? You got a
A
lot of forward.
lot, Nick. A lot.
I feel like
How
we have video now, so I was going to be able to show you the first topic, but I need some time to set up.
like 10. 10 DNS records, I think.
10? Holy God. Do you have survey? I don't know what else you have.
Okay, one we use that
Yes.
we use a lot, and you know, there's
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, there's video, there's survey, there's Spotify podcasts. Um, I made one for you at one point.
Yes.
There's Google Play Music. There's one that can get probably deleted or disabled.
Oh, you can get rid
There's
of mine because I don't own the IP address anymore.
okay, there you go. Boop, gone.
It was for my Amazon web server, and
Ah,
um, sorry, I'm trying to set up this thing.
do you ever have like very short-term memory loss?
A lot, not a
Like
lot, but like I couldn't even remember that I was supposed to shout this out, and I said to you seconds before.
we did this whole thing, decided we were going to do video, put on the cameras, and then like 10 seconds into the podcast, I forgot if I hit the record button or not. So I checked.
Did we?
I did. It just, sometimes you forget and you need to look. So that's all there is to it.
Okay, well, I'm trying to figure this out, and I had it working earlier.
Oh boy, you broke it.
Yeah, I got my dual screen for my phone. Came in
Oh,
today, and I was trying to.
sweet. That's dope.
So I'm trying to turn it on here, but so on the front of it.
Okay, so you have the. Wait a minute.
So this is the
Okay.
back of the phone.
Yeah,
This is the front of the phone.
which is the second screen on the secondary screens,
Yeah.
correct? Okay,
So one, I don't understand this. It's a full glass front,
sure.
but I only think the top part is a screen, like the very
Probably.
top.
It's like to save battery
Yeah, but why
and
does
look
the
nice, I
rest of the
guess.
fucking front a screen?
Oh, wait. Oh, is that bottom screen or is that a little icon?
I it's an icon down here. Oh God, can't.
I'm saying, like, does it so that's not screen, you don't think?
That's like in there. Like if I took it out,
Gotcha.
it's gone. No, I can't figure out why my fucking turn on dual screen. It does nothing. Fuck. Do I have to charge it? I'm very confused on this whole thing. I had it working earlier. So
Hmm.
I used it for 10 minutes,
Yeah,
and it's awkward as hell.
is it?
Well, turn on.
By the way, confirmed, it's a tiny little piece on the screen. I can see it in their pictures. That screen is no more than like a quarter inch.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, one, I don't understand why it's all screen. It's gonna get scratched up. Like,
You say that, but like I haven't had a screen protector on my phone and it's like not
Okay.
even that scratched at all. I have like one or two hairline scratches that I need to actually look for to find.
Well, I don't understand why it's not turning on, unless I seated it in the case wrong. But the front was working, so I don't understand. But I like used it for 10 minutes, and I realized if it's out like a book, it's stupid
Yeah,
to use. Like it's like holding a book. Like
yeah.
I mean, it looks weird.
I was never sold on it really.
Oh, Fee's been sold on the whole fucking flippable phone thing here for
Well, that's
it's
fee.
it's the future. No, future's pretty awkward. So there's that. Then when you fold it back, your second screen becomes the back part of your phone. So
Yeah,
the thing
that's
you put things on,
yeah.
and it's just a
Slap it
screen.
down and yeah. Don't love it, to be honest with you. I don't love it.
I don't think I love it either. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I don't know if I'm gonna use it at all just to try it out.
You got it for free, right?
Yeah, some people are
Yeah.
paying for this thing.
How much does it cost?
$100,
Really?
I think.
God damn.
If you go on their website, I think
$200. I'm on the page actually.
$200.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not turning on now. I
And you
had it.
can't even turn it on.
I don't know if it's because my battery's kind of low. I only have
Uh,
28%. Turn on dual screen. Turn on. Is there like a button I'm missing? It's not that button. It's not that button. Nope. Is it because the phone needs reset? Is it because I want to show you this? Restarting the phone. I don't know. Why restart this phone? Yes, restart. I don't know. I feel like it's very weird. $200 though.
yeah, it's a lot.
It's flimsy too.
I feel like I don't want this first kind of
It's really
generation
thin.
of them. That looks very thin.
And I thought it was supposed to have its own battery pack, but it doesn't. Or like I thought it was supposed to be powered by something, but the phone powers
So
both.
it just drains the shit out of your phone when you use it,
Uh-huh.
probably.
Oh, now it's on.
Hmm. Neat.
So like there's cool options like I can put the main screen to sleep. I can show the dual screen on the main. Like I can, switch. I
Yeah.
could swap screens. So if my
I don't
text
know.
is up, I can just be like swap.
I just don't see where it's useful.
I don't know. Like I was even like, cause if I'm gonna keep it up, it's gonna be like, oh, for texting. But then it's awkward to text on it because you
I
have
was
to go
gonna
to
say,
the other.
yeah, because it's fucking huge and your thumb doesn't get over there.
Well, yeah, no, I have to put my other hand up.
Like one thumb, the only way I see that being useful is like you're trying to watch something, but even then it's weird. You're trying to watch something and you're swiping with one thumb to type a text
Yeah.
message. But even then, a video usually isn't in portrait mode. So it's
Like
like
I guess I could do it in like DS style mode and watch something.
that's the only way, I guess.
And like then I'm like DS styling it, like watching a video and being able to type, but I have rotation disabled. So I'd have to
I
turn
usually do too.
I don't because my phone was always like, oh, you want to go this way? You
Yeah,
want to
I
go this
don't.
way?
Fuck that. Turn it off. Get rid of it. Then it
So
won't do not what I want.
I find it very awkward. I don't know. I don't think two screens is a solution.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, who the fuck knows what I would,
I'm gonna save
you know?
it because
Yeah, it's like I got the most useful LG gift that I got for buying one of their phones was a second battery and a charger for it with my
well,
G4.
uh, long gone are the days that you can just throw in a new
Yeah,
battery.
really. But then the next one, I think for this, yeah, it is this phone. I got a Google Daydream, the VR headset thing with the remote.
Oh yeah, you got one of
But
those?
yeah, but it's like it's and I have to rip my phone out of my case to use it because it doesn't fit right. And it's like,
Dude,
how often am I gonna use it?
I don't understand. Do people actually use their phones without cases?
I did. I went my whole G4 phone without a case, and that phone got beat up. Let me tell you.
Well, like nowadays, phones have to have glass backs because of wireless charging. They have to. They're just so
They don't have
fragile.
to, but
What material can you use? Can't
I
be
could have
metal.
had wireless charging in my old phone, my G4. That was a plastic back.
Oh, plastic back. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're not doing. They're getting rid of plastic backs because they're not doing
Yeah.
removable batteries anymore.
Yeah.
The video version of all this you can check out now. Like we're not just blathering on about something without video. Like
Yeah, like
this is
I've
their
done it
fault
for the
now.
past 2. Um
So
and who it might get better even. Like I've had some ideas of things to do. They just involve making more work for myself. But
when do we ever do that?
one of the issues, and I'm not how do I word this? I'm not calling anyone out. Like right now we have people listening to us because they were in Discord and decided to listen. I don't have any issue with that. But people coming in and out sometimes causes things to shift,
Oh yeah,
and that can be
Discord.
slightly annoying sometimes.
Sometime.
But like I was thinking about it, like right now I'm just using shadow play and hitting record and then splicing in the Audacity. Like if we can go in depth about podcasts and how this all came to be and is working, but I
It's
just take a video file, crop it, and splice in the audio file from Audacity because then we get the real audio and you get to see. The only thing that sucks is it doesn't. We can't do much post processing. Like we can't remove dead silence or anything like that. I think we've gotten a lot better about that though.
yeah. I
So it's not that big of a deal. And you get to look at our stupid faces when we're silent. So
it's different when you see someone be silent than when you're just sitting there in a podcast like is oh
sure.
did I get
Yeah.
is it paused? Is my phone dead?
But yeah, I still do I normalize audio still, so that should help with sound differences.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's it is what it is. I was thinking about using OBS and doing like crops and putting in a background image. And that might end up being something that I do just with what I'm doing, but it's a little more tricky.
You're getting good with this video editing.
I mean, I used to be all right with it.
I didn't know you did it.
I didn't do much, and I still don't do much. I literally drag a 20 gig file into DaVinci Resolve and crop it a little bit and zoom in and put an audio file in
Well,
at the
you're
right time.
I mean next season you almost have to make your Tarkov montage. Day
I
1.
could I'm it's a project that I actually kind of want to do of
Day
like get the highlights and put them together,
I
or
mean you
low
could
lights I should call them.
I mean you have the chance here wipe. You could do day 1 to day.
Oh, fuck that. No.
No, you just do
Well,
current wipe highlights, you know? Wipe whatever 5 or 6 this is,
maybe.
and then you just every time you have a clip of killing me, you can just put it in there.
Maybe.
Team kills don't reset with the wipe though.
I want them to though. I
No,
kind
they
of
don't.
do.
They that is completely unfair.
Nick, it will give me motivation to not kill you.
It it doesn't count though. I you team kill me so many times. I don't
You're just very killable, Nick, okay?
apparent I'm too friendly. I just walk up and bam.
You hesitate a little bit sometimes I think with telling me where you are. I think
Well,
that's my problem. I'm trying to make a decision now, and you're like, "Oh, well, I
Whoa, whoa,
talked to
whoa.
grandma over there."
Whoa, 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 whoa. The one was it the last one, Boom Headshot? No. I think it's when someone killed someone else. Was it Moshi killing me? No, that was Moshi killing me. Hesitating to tell where I was point 0.3 seconds.
Alright, I gotta not try to flame here, I gotta ask the question because it is
What's the question?
what? Okay, so, like, 2 hours ago, right,
Yes.
I got a DM from Dit.
Did. I was just DMing him.
He said, "Can you make hidden voice channels in Discord?" The same minute, so, like, there was no hesitation, I said, "Yes," because I don't know what else this question asks.
Mhm.
Is there a hidden meaning there? And now, 2 hours later, he says, "Figured it out, sorry."
He must have a secret Discord. That or if it's his WoW one that he's trying to they just kicked people out, I think. So maybe they are trying to figure out, like, future
I don't
meetings
know.
of the mind.
I'm trying to figure out if I didn't respond correctly, but I don't know.
You are the Discord expert, unlike, the man with the crown.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The first messages are deleted. The
Not even the first. We're talking about, like, the first years were deleted.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, did he wipe General? Was General wiped too? Or just
I
the
don't
one we were
remember,
in?
actually. Well, I think it was the one that we actually used.
We used General, though, for the first, like, half a year.
We might have changed the name of General and moved it,
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
I don't know.
Because we used for the longest time, we just used the default Discord. Like, because it was made quick, and we used the default Discord, and it stayed that way for a while. Like, we didn't have roles. It was just like, you guys with admin, us with white, and then you put in the
Yeah.
whole role things and blah.
I mean, our Discord has expanded greatly. And by Discord, we're talking about the private Discord that we use.
Yeah.
Like, how many people do you think are in it after we purged a bunch the other
Still
week?
like 40,
There's
probably.
33. So,
That include bots?
yes.
Okay, so we have like 30. I have a topic. If we can actually get to a real topic.
Sure.
Well, kind of relates to your whole LG gift thing. Uh, it was Google is shutting down shutting down a social network. You ever heard of Shoelace?
What? No, I have not.
Um,
What the hell is shoelace?
the whole point was that I saw like Google was shutting something down. I'm like, what is
I
this? And
mean,
it
what
was
doesn't Google shut down? They shut down everything.
they do, but except Gmail, they haven't shut that one down yet.
They tried to.
Yeah,
They tried to make inbox a thing.
yeah, but you can't get rid of an email.
No, yeah, that was a little harder. They tried to like rename it and change it though.
There was a soft launch on it after Google Plus was you know, was a
Dead
kill.
from the start.
I remember Google Plus. Okay, I had a
So do
page.
I.
I had a
So did
page,
I. I had
and
a group.
I had a little. You could put all those like mini little tabs in it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Like I had a rock monster or a rock pet, and like
I remember it. It was terrible too, but
yeah.
I remember it. I liked Google Hangouts. That
One
one
big
wasn't
limiting
bad.
factor for Shoelace is it's the fact that it's only available for iOS users in New York City. Oh,
Oh, well,
does
what
that many
even
people?
was it?
I don't. Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Um, Alright, use technology, blah blah blah, rather than the social. I don't understand. going off the 4 pictures, rediscover the real world, explore your interests, meet others who like the same thing. I think it's one of those, like, group finding apps where you're just like, "Who wants to go bird watching in, I guess, Central Park?"
It's Facebook with GPS, pretty much,
But Facebook has GPS.
I guess. I yeah, it's it's a
Dude,
redundant social media.
how long till Google's just trying. They're trying to make Facebook. They
I
wish
think
they owned
they've been trying for a long time.
they wish they had Facebook. Could you imagine Google with Facebook? Oh, they'd have so much shit on us. They'd have everything on us. Huh.
They already do, Nick.
But they'd have even more.
What would they get from getting Facebook?
Our friends. They'd understand our friend connections.
Okay, that's logical.
That's
Yeah.
a big one. Like, I guess a lot of it's public, but I'm sure a lot of people have private accounts. But like Google understanding that like your product searching is like for other people versus you based on like birthdays and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, the analytics they'd have, oh, they know your mother. They'd be able to say this is your mother, and then they'd find out her birthday, and then Google could then recommend you stuff for your mom in her age demographic because they both know your mom, her age demographic, and the types of groups she's in.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Oh, your mom's in a wine group? Here's some ads for wines that 40-year-old women would like because that's what we found out about your mom.
all right. Not wrong. Yeah.
Dude, that is scary. I mean, I'm sure they're buying it for some stuff, but if they just had it on demand in some big ass XML file, mm,
Have you ever looked at how big I mean, I think we went over this like I don't know, 70 podcasts ago. How big your Google file is of all your Google data?
we probably did, but I don't even remember how to find it.
I absolutely it's not a probably I know we did because I know if he like got his and
I
started
got my
trying to look through.
Discord one. I don't know about my.
I think mine was like 100 gigabytes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot. You mentioned 70. We're on year 3 now. Last week was should have brought up that it was technically the 2-year anniversary. It's actually
Woo!
well, it was actually in
Who
between.
who knows?
April 26th was our first episode. So last week
And
could have
I'm
been
claiming how because we're on week 106 right now.
last week was 102. We skipped 2, which well, no, I don't
We
know. It was
skipped 2
close.
weeks, not 2
I'm
numbers.
going off date. I was going off
I
date.
know, yeah. I think that's
Podcast.
what
I
we
think it was
should,
April
but
26th, 2017 was our first episode.
then maybe this one's the year. Or 2 years. Congratulations.
It's definitely. We're on year 3 now. So, that's a thing.
I think
Uh
we should I don't know.
this is season 3.
I feel like we should celebrate at 150 now. Forget what it means, what it is, just
Yeah, it's
150
150.
because it's nice and clean number.
Dickcast has to come up soon now. Within the
It,
first 20. This is 1 already, if we count this one as 1. So, within the next 19 episodes, Dit gets his own podcast again for a
gets
night.
to attempt his own podcast again.
That one always works out for the best. I think he made it a half an hour last year.
Well, like, and he got mad at us about that because we didn't ramble on like we always do.
He needs
But
to
we
have
need
stuff to prepare.
topics that are correct for when we do ramble on.
Like, it has to be kind of random and like build. Like this whole shoelace thing. We went off there. Like, I didn't even know what to talk about with it. I was just like, huh, that's Google shutting down another thing. Because I was waiting for this Google to shut down Stadia, their mobile gaming.
Stadia. Yeah.
Stadia.
I think that's how you, I have no idea how you
It's
actually say
free.
it.
Like, I think it went from like some stuff being paid for to some stuff being free now. So
I
that's it.
thought it was God, what was it? I thought it was like if you wanted 1080p, you didn't have to pay a monthly fee. So you could like buy games and own them, or some games were free.
I have no idea,
But
honestly.
then, like, if you wanted 4K streaming, that was a lot. It was a monthly fee, like $10.
I know you had games. Like, no, because I think the big thing was that you needed a subscription, and then the subscription didn't even include games, and you had to buy games. And people were like, "Well, what happens when this is shut down?" They're like, "Well, you lose your games." And everyone's like, "You're Google. You shuts it down." So, yep. If you're a shoelace user, just find find something else. I'm sure
And
it'll
we're
work.
not talking about shoes on your feet either. We're talking about Google.
That'd be nutty if they're in the shoelace market. Then they could put GPSs in your feet.
Oh God. Remember those Nike things that you could put in your shoes? Like some shoes had them and you could sync them up with old iPods, like iPod Nanos.
What?
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. And I love it. I love the concept, and it sounds like it should have been something. Is it for?
This was like a bunch of years ago now.
Was it for speakers or like what was it?
No, it was like a fitness tracker. You had a little like not dimple, a little hole in your shoe under the sole of the shoe, I think. That you put this little square puck and it connected up to your iPod Nano.
I love it already,
I want to see if I can find it.
dude. All I remember the Nikes that were like they made them just like the Back to the Future um shit, the ones that self-lace.
Yeah.
Those, but they were limited edition.
Yeah, I don't think they made many of them.
I remember someone gave them away to someone that like used them because he was disabled, and he's like, don't have to worry about lacing up my shoes down. I'm like, oh, that's kind of dope. Maybe they should expand this, and they never did.
This is still a thing?
What?
Wow. Okay. So I thought it was an old thing, but apparently it's still a thing. You can get a little here, I'll get you links. It's like a little oval thing that you put in your shoe and it syncs up to your iPod of choice. And it's like a personal training pedometer kind of thing.
Oh my god.
But also this was a thing back in like 2011,
What? They still have
like with
iPods?
the old yeah,
Those are a thing still?
I know iPod touches are. I
I
don't
mean,
know what else. Let me see if I
well,
can find what. Let me tell you what.
they do have. I'm looking at the website now. 1,900 rubles. Oh my god.
Is it only iPod touches anymore?
I think it's kind of nutty that the only option kids have is a touchscreen device.
Just get a Zune.
Dude, what was it? It was the one I hated, and I never understood why it was a thing. Was the iPod Nano? Remember that little fucker?
The really little one?
The one that didn't even have a screen.
Oh, that was not. That was something else.
It wasn't the
Because
Nano.
Nano was the one. I thought
Oh,
Nano was the one with the screen.
yeah, Nano does have a screen. Oh, then they had Nanos that were little with a screen. What was it?
Yeah. Shit.
iPod,
What were the?
no screen.
I had one actually.
You had one of those little fuckers?
I had one of the stupidest ones. Yeah. It didn't even have buttons. The only controls were the headphones.
It did have buttons?
No buttons. Shuffle. That's what it was.
Shuffle. Dude, could you imagine nowadays handing that to some kid and being like, here's your iPod, and you're like, Where's the screen?" Be like, "It doesn't."
Nick, I had one of those. It was just a little clip, and that was it.
Is that a fucking lighter? Hello?
It was smaller than the lighter, yeah.
You could turn it on and off. How did you do anything?
You know how the headphones had the button with the volume up and down?
Yeah.
It was that and voice controls, and that was
Voice
it.
c So you were like, "Oh, next song. Play this song," like that? Like,
I
at least with
forget how it worked.
the fucking shuffle, you could go click, 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 trying to find the
Yeah.
song you wanted.
Well, this was a shuffle. This was just a shitty shuffle.
Dude, I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah, it sucked. You had to charge it by plugging it in through the headphone jack. I had this weird USB to
What?
headphone jack plug. Yeah, it was just all kinds of stupid.
Wait, wait. You
Yeah, that's how you charge it and sync it.
you
Data transfer and charging happen through the headphone jack.
did the headphone jack support power transfer?
It must have. It's the only way it got charged.
I mean,
It was the only hole on it.
I guess I've never thought about it, like, yeah, that they power headphones, but, like, oh my god. So,
The o
okay, I'm sure it had shit memory because this is the era of no memory, right? Like,
uh, Let me find a 4 gig.
wow. See, so if it was 4 gigs, you probably had, like, 100 or so songs on there, maybe. I don't know your style.
Oh, no, that 4 gig, that's pretty much.
No, 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 I meant, like, you weren't probably throwing a ton of songs on it.
Oh, no, yeah. Plus,
Like,
you couldn't fucking move around.
well, I'm
How do you
trying to think,
listen to shit?
like, in the era of, like, iPods, when I think about it, if you liked music and you wanted to listen to a lot of it, you had that big beefy one. You
Yeah,
know what I'm talking about?
yeah. That had a platter hard drive in it.
Yeah. Oh, is that
It
why?
was an iPod. That's why it was so big, because it had, like, a laptop drive in it.
iPod big.
It's the iPod.
Dude, oh, that's why that fucker was so big?
The iPod Classic, yeah.
That boy was thick.
The iPod Classic is a hard drive based iPod. This shit had a spinning drive in it.
What? I
You
never
never
had one.
knew that?
I never had one.
Neither did I, but I knew it was a hard drive.
I never had one, nor did I ever care. Like, I only knew the people that had them were the people that seriously wanted a ton of songs. They were the ones that were filling that shit up.
Yeah.
And if you were anyone else, you barely filled up your iPod because, like, who actually spent the time to go on iTunes or pirate the songs and then put it on there?
I always wanted I'm I'm on a page that's like every iPod ever made. So
Okay.
I'm like looking. The dream of mine was always the like 4th and 5th gen iPod Nano.
Can I get the
I'll
website?
give you a link. Yeah.
Was the 5th gen the little I oh.
4th and 5th look like that. It's the one that's a little bit taller.
Oh, I had that one.
That was the good one. Let's be
Oh,
real here.
I had that one. I I don't have it anymore. I 100% threw that one away. But I had the big screen one. Yeah. That was geesh. Like I did have them. I don't know why I got one for like really no reason to be honest with you. I never listened to that many songs on it. I had that.
I had an iPod Touch and a
Um
shuffle at one point. Stupidest fucking thing. They were cheap though too.
they were
Like it
cheap.
wasn't like it was a huge money sink.
Oh, okay. So I had the second gen iPod Nano second gen. I had that one, and then I for some
Okay, I feel
reason
that was an okay one. I'm just saying like the good one
no, no, no. I
that
had
I
that
remember
one,
was always
and then I remember getting the next one up, a third gen for no reason. I remember getting
yeah.
one,
Okay.
and then 2007 puts me. When did the iPod or when did the iPhone 4S come out? Or
I don't know, a year.
2011. Okay, that still puts me in a good time frame. So I had that one for a few years, or maybe I had 5th gen.
And I remember having a 2nd and 3rd
To be
gen
honest with you, I
iPod
don't remember.
Touch,
No, 8.
so I never had a camera. I remember that.
I think I definitely had the 2nd gen. I'm 90% sure I had the 5th, 4th or 5th gen, one of the 2. It's hard to tell because they look so similar.
Yeah. Well, like, with me, it was like I had a 2nd that broke, and then I had a 3rd gen, and then I just had phones that were good enough after that.
Oh, it must have been the 4th gen because I didn't have the 5th one had a camera, so I didn't have the camera. So something must have happened that I got, like, the 4th gen, and I had that until I got my iPod Touch, so that's what it went to. It was like the iPod Touch, I thought. Yeah, 2nd gen, though, maybe.
Crazy Apple technology.
'Cause and then I went to iPhones, and then once I had an iPhone, why would you ever need an iPod again?
Yeah.
Except now, I could see why people would have them because phones are big and those are small.
I've never had an iPhone. Fun fact. Or sorry, I've kinda had an iPhone.
You
I had a
ever had an
work I had a work iPhone,
mm,
but I never like, my phone number has never been on an iPhone.
I don't think this is my first LG, to be honest with I think I had other LGs back in the day, but I couldn't remember all my phones I had because
I
those
could.
those fuckers used to be just,
Okay.
replaceable.
The first one I can't remember because I don't ever remember even what brand it was.
My first phone
And
ever
my sole goal in life was to kill that thing and it wouldn't die.
my first phone ever somehow slipped out of my pocket when I was getting out of my friend's car, got run over. The next morning when I went outside, I'm like, "Huh, someone's phone's on the road." And then I realized it was mine.
Mine probably would have survived that, honestly.
I don't know how mine and my parents were like, "What?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like I was, like, really upset. I'm like, "I don't remember. I think it just slipped out of my pocket." Second phone, I cracked the front screen.
I went through 8 of my second phone, I think. Maybe
8?
9. Yeah. And no fault of mine. The phone just sucked and
Huh?
it kept dying. Every time it did, I'd go to AT&T and say, "Hey, your phone's dead." And they would give me a new one.
I had I think I had 4 old school phones. I had first one I can't remember. Second one I remember, but I couldn't, like, tell you it unless I went through a line of all the phones on Verizon. Third, I know, and I could look it up if I would just sit down and do it.
Mhm.
Fourth, it was an LG something, and it had a touchscreen, and then I
There
went to
my
iPhone.
Oh wait, I was out of order. My second phone was stupid. It was a sliding phone,
Mhm.
but it slid both directions, one for a number pad and one for a keyboard. That phone was stupid. And then I got a touchscreen after that.
That was my 3rd phone. My 3rd phone was, actually, I do remember my first phone. I don't remember my second phone, but I remember
Did you
my
ever have a
3rd phone.
Razor?
Don't think so, but it could have been with the
Neither did I.
first could have been with my
That
first
was
one.
the flip phone that was
Dude,
thin and everybody loved.
I need to find you my I can't even
Was it a Sidekick or something?
no, Verizon flip phones, uh, full full 'cause we got unlimited texting. It was like we just started getting I don't know how it was back, but I know we got, texting. Oh, Alias. It was the Alias 1. You should look at that fucker, the Alias 1. It was, the 2 was kinda cool because of the, So the whole thing about the Alias was you could flip it up like a normal flip phone,
Mhm.
but then you could
Oh,
flip it sideways,
I remember.
and it was a side.
Yep.
It was a you know
I had a buddy that had one.
um, and I had two of those because the one broke. I had like a gray one or silver one, and then I got a black one because I broke it. Um,
So, I'm realizing that I need a different solution for video podcasts.
do you?
Yeah, because I wanna bring up this monitor right there.
Hmm.
I wanna push a button and have it it's in my head, I just need to figure out how to do it correctly.
I guess I've had a couple. I guess I've had a ton of Samsung phones because I found the other one I had.
Yeah, I had a bunch of Samsung phones, and I've never been happy with them. I also had that abomination,
Oh my
which is a
god.
Pantech Duo.
I don't know what this one is because it's not telling me the name. But
The AT&T version was a Samsung Captivate, I went through 9 of them. They broke all the time.
huh. Well,
Yeah, that was not a good phone for me.
yeah, I had this other Samsung phone, and the thing was, we finally got data.
Yeah.
We had like 100. We had like something small, but I could use it to like look up weather and shit. And it was so revolutionary.
Yeah, I remember you could get, like, AM Messenger too on your
Hmm.
phone, and that was big for people.
I never used it, but I know it was a thing.
You know, some I just was thinking about how much of a difference technology was in just a couple years between us.
Dude, it went.
Like 2 years. Like, how old are you right now?
I'm 22. I'll be 23 this by the end of this year, though.
I'll be 25 in under a month. So those
So,
3 years,
so wait, when
under
did you
3 years,
graduate?
2013.
I graduated 2016, so we're
Okay,
3
so
years
3
apart
years.
grade-wise.
I feel like it's a leap, the stories that we're going through right now of what kind of phone we had.
Well, like, when you talk about your phone stuff, you're talking probably more towards middle school, while I'm talking more towards elementary school. 'Cause I was
Yeah,
pretty early when I had a phone. I had
yeah.
one by, like, 4th or 5th. I had a phone by 3rd grade because my parents wanted me to have a phone because I did sports, and I was able to, like,
Mhm.
because I did a lot of sports, it was like, "Oh, well, he can now call us in case, like,
Yeah.
something happens."
I can't remember whether it was 6th or 7th grade for me. So we
If
probably almost got phones at the same time.
we probably did, but, like, just, like, me as a 3rd grader and you as a 6th it's a whole different, like, beast.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I was getting my first flip phone in 3rd grade, and by the time I was graduating high school, I had a laptop that the school provided that was better than, like, our first computer I had in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
100% that Chromebook I left high school with is probably way better than the fucking
Oh, absolutely.
because we had
Your
dial-up.
cell phone was.
Yeah.
You don't have to go so far as say the Chromebook. Your cell phone was better than your old computer.
Dude, I'm looking through some of these old I just have a page of old Verizon, like, phones up. I'm like, "Holy shit, some of these things." I could not remember the first 2, though. I have little memory of the first phone, and I have vague memory of the second one.
Like, I could pick it out if you laid a bunch out in front of me.
Mhm.
I can't remember what it was though. It was a bar phone, and it was thick as hell, and the thing would never die. I'm talking like I was so mad with it after like 2 years of having this stupid phone that it was like I played hacky sack with the damn thing, and it wouldn't die.
Dude, the Alias phone, oh, I'd take that phone. If, like, they were like, "Smartphones are banned in life, and you have to go back to a flip phone," I'd go back to that Samsung Alias every day of the week.
Give me a razor. The uh, whatever it was.
Dude, that full keyboard, I can still feel the buttons, Bruno. I can
I
feel
could
the
type quick on a regular T9 phone.
were you a good T9 texter?
Oh, yeah.
See,
Absolutely.
okay, so that's a big difference is by the time we got texting, which was like 3 I didn't get texting for like 3 years. Basically, when I got my first flip phone is that we got texting, I'm like, "Well, I want a full keyboard." So that's why I got the Alias. So I could send text messages like that.
Yeah. Nah, give me the
Oh, wait,
if
is that the Razr?
smartphones are banned, send me back to the Razor like that. Yeah.
The Motor oh, yeah.
Motorola Razor.
Nah, nah. Dude, that Alias, I could
Like everything about it just worked.
dude, um, that picture's blurry. I'm gonna go with this picture even though it's blurry. Um, dude, look at that front clock. Look at the front clock on that phone. It was a digital front clock.
I
That
mean, I
was
think the
fu
Razor had a front screen too.
did it?
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Man,
It's probably almost the same phone, let's be real.
it really is. Except mine hinges.
Except yours has some stupid hinge that looks like it's gonna snap off.
Oh, it never snapped off. That was abused, Bruno. Like, I was a kid there playing that up and back and up and back and up and
My phone wasn't supposed to open both ways, but if you did it right, it would.
yeah.
So I'd have like the keyboard and the number pad out at the same time. It was dumb.
Sounds great. Dude, I just the thing I think about that is I used to charge that thing fucking once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was the thing that I miss. Batteries that actually last.
Dude, I remember being like, "Oh shit, my phone's about to die." Like,
I How much do you want to bet? I have an old flip phone sitting on a shelf right over there.
I'm sure you do.
If I grabbed it and turned it on,
100% or beyond.
it, let's
100%. Those things never died.
so this one wasn't mine. This was my mom's, but I stole it as a backup phone. And right here, I'll show you how old it is. It says singular on the back of it.
Dude, oh my god. I remember Singular. It used to be the man with the arms.
So this was like the knockoff upgraded Razor. That's
Okay.
pretty much what it is. A little bit thinner, a little bit skinnier, a little bit thicker. Let's see if it turns on.
Unless you let that thing just sit on your shelf on till it died and you actually turned it off, it's on.
It didn't turn on.
Oh man. What is it? What do you charge it with? Is it just a small
Uh,
USB-A or a USB whatever?
a mini USB.
Mini USB. I'm surprised.
The older one.
Yeah.
I might plug it in.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, I might not have one. Shit. I've got like 6 cables coming out over there and I don't have one.
I've been digging the C thing. USB-C's been nice.
USB-C has been nice. I like it. It's a good plug.
Till they
And I
ditch it
feel
for
like they
them.
hold up okay.
Yeah. Um, jeez. I'm just like thinking about how little I ever charged my phone. That was like being surprised that my phone needed charge was a thing. And now it's just like, oh boy, used it all day. Gotta get that juice. Charging it right now. Can't not charge the phone.
Mine's okay. Mine's at 68 right now.
I I have to charge mine at night by the
I'm
time I
f-
use
my battery's going though. I can
oof.
feel it. I'm thinking it's not quite the same anymore. But I'm not. It's been 2 years. I've
Oh,
had this over 2 years at this point.
yeah, you can't complain about that.
Actually, 2.5.
Damn.
October 6th or 5th. One of those days is when I got it.
You you go.
So that's a full 6 months, 2.5 years.
Hmm. Upgrade
So
eventually.
um, it's the first time that I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
It's working just fine for me.
50 minute. What? We have not talked for a 50 minutes. What?
Yep.
What have we even talked about?
I don't know.
Phones, Google, and before that, we talked a little bit about like meta, like podcast meta. Okay, well, um, trying to figure out what one.
You got another one?
I have a ton of other stuff. We have gone through one thing. Amazon, no. Uh, Space Force first offensive weapon is a satellite jammer. That's about it. I can't. I don't know. Google. I read that. Shut on that one.
I got a question for you
Yep.
while you're looking through. What do you think the Tarkov wipe is going to bring for the group of people we play Tarkov?
Lack
Do
of
you
playing
think
from even more people.
I was gonna say, do you think people are gonna play or not?
No, they aren't. Fee, yes. Moshi will be all on the wipe, but I
I
don't know if
feel
he'll
like
play with
Moshi
us.
would jump on
I don't
when
know
he
how
has
much he'll play with
time.
us because he does do a lot of his own. Like he does a lot of solo Tarkov or Tarkov with like his other group that I don't know too well.
I think he's been playing a lot of other stuff too.
He goes into like waves. I feel
Yeah,
he's like the opposite of her. He focuses
and I
on
think he started losing time a little bit more too.
with the dog.
Yeah.
I think he's the opposite of her. Her's like every game in a night. Moshi's just like
Bust out this game until I'm done.
I mean I've seen him bust out Rust for like weeks,
Yeah.
and then he'll switch off to be something else.
I mean, he's playing Minecraft like a heavy modded server right now.
And I feel like he does that every once in a while. He'll get into a Minecraft thing where they'll play for a while, and then you'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this server's dead. Let me just get rid of it now."
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I'm excited. I'd rather it come sooner than later now.
I think it's supposed to.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna push anything too hard this time. Like, I don't know if I'm just gonna push to play for fun or like push for the hideout. Like, I don't know.
I don't
We'll
know.
see.
I think it's gonna be a little different too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big changes.
Tesla delayed. The Cybertruck is delayed, but like everything's being delayed now, so it's not anything like shocking news.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a movie thing. AMC Movies
Hmm.
Theaters vows to bar Universal movies on from its theaters after video on demand comments.
Isn't that like a large portion of movies being made? Universal?
I don't know. 'Cause It's I don't know. So the Universal NBC Universal says its CEO says future releases will be both in theaters and digitally because I think a few of the releases went and they made like a lot of money because people would just watch them at home.
Yeah.
AMC says, yeah, no, don't do that, or
Well,
we're
that's
not
because they
playing it.
have like a monopoly.
Well, yes. I'm not.
The Invisible Man was a Universal movie.
So,
Oh, I heard about this Trolls World Tour thing.
mhm.
I think that's what kind of started it because they
Um,
did like a worldwide release on demand, and mm, what was the? I think they net more income off of this than the actual movie because
yeah.
this was
So,
like not really a movie.
well, to
I don't
immediately
know.
after, so nearly 3 weeks. Uh, so yeah, basically, the first movie made the first movie. This movie came made more movie that This movie made more money than the first one did in a way shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
So,
And I think that
and they made a lot more money because they lost a lot in theater cost fees.
yeah, it was like
Yeah.
it didn't the total sale number wasn't higher, but they brought in more already.
Okay.
I think that's how it worked.
The original movie of Trolls when it came out in 2016 and it grossed $154 million, but Universal only made about 77 million after all the theaters were paid. So they lost over half. Whereas this one in 3 weeks made 100 million. And boy did I not know Trolls was a $100 million franchise.
Them kids love singing, dude.
Dude, it was that one dude, that one big singer. Um I think he was in a boy band. Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah. I think he's been like trying to get a lot of voice lines. I feel like he has a lot of voice lines in movies, like children's movies.
He does. He also is just any movie that has music they try to get. But you know, I'm split on this. Like sure I'd like movies just to be able to be released and I could just watch them at home. But on the other hand, like this whole coronavirus thing has taught me that like maybe going out on a Friday night to see a movie isn't the worst of things.
Yeah,
You know,
but also it's hard for me to spend like $15 to watch a movie by myself.
you want to go watch some movies? It's only we can find a theater halfway between. It'll be a
No,
half an hour.
it's not that. I just
No, no, no. Well,
the price per person is like
find
50.
a movie. We'll find we'll find a theater halfway between us. Well, every town has a movie theater, basically.
What
Bam.
movie you want to see?
What movies are coming out in the next year? Doesn't matter because none of them are coming out. Theaters aren't going to open up for another
I mean, we
fucking.
have movie nights in Discord even.
We do, but those are hard.
They're not that hard. They're
Yeah,
harder to get people together than anything.
that's what I'm talking about. Two
Well,
people.
stop inviting everyone and just do it.
Oh, that's not how that works, Bruno.
Oh, it sure is.
Not how that works. I I
How do
don't
you
know.
think we came up with the name of this podcast?
Yeah, but that was because we only had 1 hour.
That
1 hour
was
a week.
I wi- I'm sure I still have it. I want to see that spreadsheet again.
Thursdays aren't the best days, but they say they are. They're not. It's a Sunday. I raid Sundays. It was it was all because of day. If we look at the chart, it's 100% the days
I'm
that should
trying
have
to
worked.
find it right now.
100% you have it, unless you actually
Oh
deleted
no,
it.
I absolutely have it. I just need to find it. That
Was it a
wasn't that
survey
hard. It was a spreadsheet.
spreadsheet? I thought it was a survey that went into a spreadsheet.
Okay. Yeah, it was. You're right. Actually, it was multiple surveys.
Oh, I think I remember this. It's been so long. DND times. 'Cause yeah, the podcast stemmed from DND. Known. Oh my God, this was Eric's original
Yeah, when
fucking
Eric
works.
worked all the time, it's just no, 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 no.
Actually, this isn't much different than when he. Yeah, oh, except he does work weekends now. This is pretty. No, he works. This is similar
He
to what he
works
does now.
whenever they want him to. Let's be real here.
I kind of want. We have to screenshot this and send it to him, being like, Eric, your work schedule is just very much similar. So what? 10, 10 to 2, 10 to 2, 10 to 2, 10 to 2. Yeah, I had like every night I could play. Sometimes weekends could be an issue. Yeah, because I live sometimes. Let's look at Dit. Oh, what? His times weren't loud. No. Si- what? 5 p.m. to 4 a.m. Raid is important. What time did they raid?
I don't remember.
A
When
hundred,
is Did around, anyways? We need to
dude.
get Did on a
11
podcast again.
p.m. to 4 a.m. I wa- I'm so confused. Thursday. What was Thursday? First Thursday start 1 hour. No, one no.
So to explain what's going on here.
Wait, Fridays were the best days. Wait a minute. Fridays were. Wait, did we have this wrong the whole time?
We probably talked about it then and decided Thursday. Because I feel like I remember people not giving real times and I had to like pry it out of them. All right, let me explain, okay? Apparently, like 3 years ago, when was this created? Um,
Can't be three. It had to be like two, 2.5. Um,
518 was the last edit, I think.
was it only a year ago? Oh, it's 2 years
No,
ago.
that's 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I want to see. Let me see if I can find the edit history.
So we
Anyway,
were
we were
yeah.
gonna try and play D&D of some sort, and I had this thing that I watched a few times, so I was at least a little bit familiar, and I was gonna run it. Getting these damn people together for this shit, because I was trying to get like a good number of people together. Like, what are we looking at? Like myself, and then any number up to 8 people. It was hard as hell to get people
Because we were
to
looking at trying
pick
to
a
do it
time.
consistently.
Yeah, we were. We were trying to be like, okay, any Thursday at this time, could you be here? If it turned into something that we kept doing consistently.
Who? Fredo. Fredo, why was he unavailable Fridays and Saturday? Because he'd go out and pee on bathrooms. Bury was Saturdays, yeah. Huh. So yeah. It was just a spreadsheet where he put down times. And I originally thought that for some reason Thursday was like the best day for time because it was like it's supposed to be the day that we could either all be there or we had the most people there with the most time. But apparently that was a lie.
I no, I think that is what it was, but this spreadsheet was not accurate.
Oh, okay.
I think that's how it turned out.
So Fridays are the best. It wouldn't have made sense. Thursdays are the best days. TTBD. FTBD. No, it doesn't work. TTBD.
You trying to rename our podcast?
I'm trying to think of what if. What if we went on this?
What if?
I thought it rated on Thursdays. I thought it was Tuesdays, Thursdays, and
And the hilarious thing is, we don't record the podcast on Thursdays.
that's ironic.
Very.
It was ironic that for the first span of a time that we could always record on one night of the week. No, that's the biggest ironic is that we couldn't ever get everyone enough together for a D&D pod or like a D&D session, but we could ever get everyone, not everyone, but a decent amount of people together for a podcast for like a first year or so.
Well, the D&D, the first ones we did turned out to be like 6 hours.
Yeah, that was a lot of ineptitude. That was because of your stuff was hard for our shit rolling.
Well, okay. First off, some of you had some of the worst goddamn rolls I've ever seen.
That's what I'm telling you. Like,
Second off, Fee kept hitting his head into trees or something.
I couldn't
And
have a
I don't
pipe.
remember who it was, but somebody kept fireballing their pets. I think
Me!
that was you.
Dick kept fireballing me. I had spent like a half an hour trying to huff
I
a
made
pipe
you roll on something, and it turns out you had like PTSD of fire.
because I got hit by like 4 times. Because Dit was like, "I'm gonna cast fireball," and you saw me twitching out, being like, "Dit, no." He's like, "I got it this time. I got a 2." It what veers off and hits. You'd roll, and I think it just always hit me. That's when the
Well,
team
there you
killing
go.
started. Ugh. But now we're trying to get into D&D again.
We should try and run one of some. Like,
Do you own the game?
what game?
The new D&D? The one that we bought? Someone bought. The dungeon.
Whatever that thing that we looked at the other day. Yeah, I don't
So
know what that is though.
you own it?
Yeah, Fee bought it and gifted it to me because I usually host things.
I think I told him that because I'm like, think of Fee trying to run a table where he has to give you all
Yeah,
the ad.
which is fine. It doesn't bother me. Even if you guys want to do it without me, I'll just run it and leave it.
That's fine, but like the thing is, it's like him running the Discord. He just want the crown for the crown is why we don't have chat. So this is a little too meta. Let's just you doing anything after this? I guess we have to edit this. You doing after anything after editing?
What? What's going? Are we watching a movie?
No, we're gonna hop in and see what it's like.
I opened it. It's scary.
Is it
Yeah,
scary? Scary?
there's a lot of things going on.
Oh, fuck it. Let's figure it out. Because if they're gonna be
Oh,
like,
I I almost don't want to, so somebody else can do it this time. I'm like this close to not looking at it to let someone else figure it out.
remember when I tried to explain that last game we played and I was really poor at it because I was just trying to go completely off memory?
Yep,
That's what
I
it would turn.
do.
That was at best. That was the best it could have turned out.
Yeah, this is a game that no one knows shit about.
Except we thought it looked cool from the 3 pictures we saw.
What we're talking about is we have a game on Steam called Tabletop Simulator. It's
Uh,
literally a game that lets you have a table in front of you and play any board that people
remotely.
make. Yeah, remotely. Like a virtual table is pretty much what it is. Well, they came out with a DLC. Let me
They
actually
actually do
get you
come
the
out with a
name
lot
of it.
of Dungeon
They
Drop.
have. It's called Dungeon Drop. It was $4 for a very well made, supposedly, board game. It looks like it's literally like make a sack of shit and dump it out on a table and then play around that. And I don't quite understand how, but it's supposed to be a thing.
It's supposed to be like D&D, but like easier to set up without like a DM,
This
I
is
guess.
nothing like D&D, Nick, I don't think. Well,
I think it's like, well, it's supposed to be. I think it's a
Dungeon
more.
Drop is a lightweight dungeon crawler for 1 to 4 people featuring unique gameplay elements that assures no two games could possibly be the same. Dungeon Drop blends strategy with a novel spatial element that will challenge casual and hardcore gamers alike
It's only 1 to 4. Well, that's when do we ever more than 4?
all the time, Nick.
Yeah, but if we just choose a weird time, how
Yeah.
many people are going to be able to focus? Like, here's the thing: we tell them you have to be ready to sit down for a 3 to 4 hour game, and how
I
many
don't
people
think this is a 3 to 4 hour game.
we lie? How many people
Okay.
will dip out and say, "Oh, this could take up to 3 hours. Do you have time for that?" And then being like, "Oh no, I'm good."
I feel like I want to try to do a D&D run again. I
I'd
don't
be
know.
down.
I
I have
know. Fia's shown interest too. It's just a matter of me figuring it out and doing it.
I can re-roll Falbert again. I could be Falbert, the old, the retired, the retired wizard, and starting up his barbarian career. Falbert was
My wand stopped working, so I got a bigger stick.
the pills weren't doing it. I couldn't get my wand up, so I thought I'd take up warrioring. Dude, Falbert has many layers.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
I want to get, if we do it, I want someone else to stream it.
Oh, it has scripting.
It does have scripting, but that doesn't make it easier when it dumps a pile of shit out on the table. I clicked the button. It was. Whew.
I mean, dude, we were struggling to play Uno without scripting. Let's be real here.
That was a cool Uno game, though. It was the new
It's
flip one.
cool, but like that goes to show how we refused to play Bang because we didn't want to figure out how to actually play Bang.
I could have done it, but it was also playing with the people with the least patience in the world. I wanna play a game right now.
That's what I'm saying. We need to figure these things out in advance, or else we'll never play them again.
That's why I don't wanna do it.
Huh. We're at a crossroads here.
Probably will, but I wanna teach a lesson.
The issue is they don't learn. I mean, just look. What lessons have we ever gained from playing CS:GO, League of Legends, any other game that we play a lot of repetitively? We always make the same mistakes. He shouldn't be there. Why? What? Hack. How it is. Ooh.
Yeah, we can
Some
take
of
a
the
look at it though.
some of these reviews say scripting is bugged. Don't hit the back button. Just don't.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I never have to hit the back button with people trying to flip the table every 3 seconds. Never.
Uh, yeah. Damn. We're at 100. Not 100. We're
It's
at
not
1
100.
1 minute 10, 11.
It's 1
Okay.
hour.
1 hour. Whatever. Close enough.
You split every difference.
What? I have to go through the emoji. What? Is there a flip phone emoji?
Probably not. We're
Oh,
past that.
we're past that?
We're past flip phones, Nick.
What? There's the old there's a VHS tape on mine.
I don't know. I don't look at emojis in my phone ever.
That's why I always have to do. Nope. I have multiple
I usually
phones.
give them an idea instead of an actual email.
Um, if you guys have a anything related to a movie, anything related to a movie,
Ooh,
whether it be a little clipboard, a projector, anything movie wise,
I like it.
let's go with that one. We're gonna eventually run out of emojis.
I think we're there already, to be honest.
I'll try to do ones we never used, but
I bet you we've done that already. But I also don't feel like backing up that bet.
probably we'll figure out. Next week will just be a random. Okay. Well, uh, I guess I shouldn't tell them about the YouTube thing now because it's a little wasteful. But if you ever wanted
We
to
said it
see,
in the beginning.
yeah,
We
but
mentioned it.
uh, YouTube or what is it? Video? What is it?
Let me double check. Hold on.
I'll
That
say it in.
it
Some
is
people.
video.ttbd.rocks. If I remember to put it up. If not, it'll send you to one of them. Click on the page and it should be around. It does take me a little bit to render and edit though. So
No one listens to this till like late Thursday.
you say that, but I know that
Actually, I know
many
people.
times.
I've known people that like have woken up on a Thursday and I've gotten like the emoji. I'm like, what?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's all we have for this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, not Fridays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
See you later.